Okay, practice test number 2, starting at number, what do we do? 13, number 13. Okay, find the volume of a cone that has a base radius of 6 inches and a height of 13 inches. So the volume, I don't want to do that. The volume is equal to base times height divided by 3. So the base is the area of the circle. So that is pi r squared. So 3.14 times the radius squared, which is 6 squared, times the height, which is 13 inches, divided by 3. So let's take a look at this one. 3.14 times 36 times 13, all divided by 3. 489.84. So 489.84. Okay, so the next thing we have on number 14 is that frustum, that cone. And I always do the cone frustums because they're a lot easier to draw, and their formulas are basically the same as the pyramids anyway. Okay, I'm gonna line that up. So, all right, so we need to find the volume and the surface area. So the volume, it's terrible, is equal to 1/3 times pi times the height, and then times the larger radius squared plus the smaller radius squared plus the large radius times the small radius. And this is the volume. So we could put that all in one. 1/3 times 3.14 times the height, which is 16, times the large radius squared, 14 squared, plus 4 squared, plus 14 times 4. Ta-da! I'll do the dividing by 3 at the end. Just do everything, get an answer, and then divide by 3. So 3.14 times 16 times, and I'll start parentheses right there, 14 squared plus 4 squared plus 14 times 4, and end the parentheses, and then divided by 3, and it is 4,488 point, I will call it 12 on that one. So that is the volume. Now the surface area is a little bit more involved because we need to find the lateral area. And so remember, the lateral area is equal to pi times the height slant. Now remember, this is not 16. This is not the height. We need to use the Pythagorean theorem to find that. And then r plus little r. That's the lateral area. Then the surface areas are just the area of the big circle plus the area of the small circle. the first thing we need to do is we need to take care of this slant height. Okay, so I need to look at this. I'm going to go right down the middle. This radius is 4, and this one is 14. And this is the slant height. So we're looking at, if you imagine the frustum on its side, and we're looking at half of it. So if I take this 14 and I cut that 4 off, I've got 10. Now this height I already know is 16. So we're looking at this triangle, and there's the right angle right there. So we're looking for the hypotenuse. Okay, so height slant is equal to 16 squared plus 10 squared. So let me just go ahead and do that right in the calculator. Square root of 16 squared plus 10 squared, we know was 100. So that is equal to 2 times the square root of 89, or 18.88. We'll call it 18.88. So 18.88. That is the height, the distance from here to there, slant height. So now we go back to here, and so we can find the lateral area as 3.14 times, what did I say that was? 18.88, and then multiply that by 14 plus 8. So we'll do that all out. 3.14 times 18.88, then times parenthesis 14 plus 8. Use parentheses so that your calculator will know that you're doing the proper order of operations. That is equal to a surface area of 1304 point. Since I've already rounded significantly at this point, I'll just call it 2. So that is the surface area, and that is the volume. And then we have 2 more questions. I'll do one more video on this.